All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the VSGL Champion Series. This is VS Gaming's highest league of Rocket League. It's been brought back. And we're here to bring you some action here between two of the top teams from previous legs, previous seasons, previous competitions. We have got ExPandas, currently ranked 4th in their log, versus MLGC, Midlife Gaming Crisis eSports. I love that name so much. Atomic, previously TSG Atomic. We're fighting it out in the open division right now for the first leg, and I'm very privileged to be joined by Sfaulcon, who is the co-owner of MLGC. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm good in you, Ulturism. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, no, this is what I'm here for. This is what I live for, is good Rocket League commentating. And with the two teams that we've got here, so far you guys are undefeated in your little pool.
Yeah, well, actually, Atomic has had a very good couple of matches leading up until now. I mean, they've been prepping pretty much for the ExPandas game since the start of this leg, I suppose, when they first saw the pool. Because I believe that ExPandas would probably be their toughest matchup at this point.
Well, they are the only other undefeated team so far. They've played 5 games and won all 5 of those. You guys have played 6 and won 6. And so this could be the opportunity for ExPandas to come up and match you guys up there on the top. It will be interesting to see. I definitely think that these two teams are the ones that we're expecting to see go through. Of course, the top 2 teams of each pool go through to the top rankings for the second leg of this competition. It's so far you got to be feeling pretty good about your chances, considering all the games you played so far.
Well, the boys are feeling very confident. I'm not gonna lie to you. Actually, I mean, they were telling me how they feel like they're gonna dominate this game. They feel ready for this. I mean, they're excited.
Oh wow, that's a lot of confidence coming into this. That's what I like to see, is a team that really just has so much faith in themselves and their teammates that they can go into any match confidently. This one going to be important to not get too overconfident, but this isn't your only team in this competition, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, no. We currently in MLGC we do have about 5 Rocket League teams, but they're all ranging from different kinds of ranks. So we have different skill tiers actually. So we've kind of like built our own little Rocket League community, if you want to call it, actually. But yeah, so each one of them has is taking part in the VS League. All spread out in different pools, but I think it's Tyrants and Enigma that are actually in the same pool as well. But Bambi's, which is actually one of our lower, well, they've actually surprised me recently, but they were regarded as a lower skill team. They're also in the same pool as Atomic as well, and they're still yet to play each other.
Oh, that should be interesting. I love what you were talking about there, the fact that you've got different skill ceiling, and because that's, I feel, what the whole idea of this VS Gaming League is to create some sort of flow between the community where you have your really highly ranked players and it gives a goal line for everyone to work towards, but you also have your safe places, your divisions, your pools, where the newer teams can really get in there and experience Rocket League in its greatness and in its competitive spirit, and play as teammates to work towards a goal. You know, this whole continuation of the VS Gaming is just it's basically mimicked in your own org, where you can then bring in people in different tiers and swap people within your own teams to get the best teams, but also to get really nice growth teams, academy teams underneath that.
100%. I mean, that was pretty much the idea, because we actually started with, I think, 3 Rocket League teams initially, and then it just grew from there. But recently bringing on Atomic, they've actually also decided to help out the lower guys as much as possible. I mean, I think they feel like they have a lot to offer to the org as a team as well.
It's nice to have that mentorship program, that you've got these senior players who are able to go down. Tell me about tonight's match. I'm very excited to get into this as soon as possible, guys. We're going to be jumping into action in just a couple of minutes. But this match in particular, you say you've been training for it since the beginning of this season, since you figured out what the pools were. It's obviously your team made up of your Pego, Echo, and We Casper. On the other side, the ExPandas coming through with also big veteran names: Komkopi, Gold Ninja, Rangarage, Incredible, and Chase. You know, a couple of those names like Komkopi, I've seen his montages lately. got to be something that you're worried about. I see he is the manager of it. He's not registered as a player, so maybe wanting to take a step back. But still, people like Chase coming through as very, very strong up-and-coming players.
Well, 100%. I mean, I've seen the roster, and they have been, well, as you've seen, they've also been undefeated in the pool as well. So we're looking. It's probably going to be quite an exciting match tonight. But Echo, WeCasper, and Yapogo have been putting in a lot of work recently as well. I mean, I see them online, often training as much as possible. Usually on weekends or even school nights and stuff like that. Yeah.
But
they're working hard. But I think Komkopi actually, he's in ExStylers.
ExStylers, right?
Which I think is in Pool B. Sorry.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. There's so many players, and I must admit that's something I was so excited to see about this tournament. There were 35 teams who managed to register here for this championship series. Guys, if you're not familiar with it so far, it's basically a couple of legs where you sort out the seeding at the beginning. The top teams go up into your Premier divisions, and your teams that have ended up middle of the board end up in their own divisions. So there's three legs that we're going to be playing through, and then the final championship towards the end of the year, where the top teams are going to be able to play out for quite a nice prize at the end there. It hasn't been officially announced just yet, but we're really looking to build this into a big tournament structure. And so you guys got to be excited that you're in the first leg and you're starting to sort yourselves out. Obviously, you're wanting to finish in that top division.
Yeah, we're looking to at least get maybe, hopefully 2 of our teams in the Prem division at least, and at least our rest of our teams, we're hoping they should. Some of our teams have had their ups and downs, but they actually have been performing quite well against the competition that they have. I mean, MLGC Goats, they're in, I think it's Pool B. They're with Pirates XD, which is like Snowy and CPZ and them, so that's been a tough game. They recently played them last night.
Oof, that is not an easy game to play against. So that brings me to a really interesting point. You're obviously now setting your sights not just on this first leg, but like really way all the way to the end towards a championship. How do you feel about the state of Rocket League in South Africa and your chances within that?
Well, I will be honest, I'm pretty new to the whole South African Rocket League scene. I mean, I've only seen so much. But I see there's like a huge difference between your veterans, as you say, and the new teams that are starting to come into Rocket League. But I think with the whole change over to Epic Games, it's brought a lot of new players and a lot of new teams all of a sudden, and that have just come out of nowhere. I mean, I've been keeping an eye on the high school league, and to have like 110 teams joining there, it's quite exciting to see when they start coming out and playing with the big boys and stuff.
That's the beauty of the structure that VS has got going for this tournament, where they have, just like your org does, that grassroots level where people can come through, because these are kids that are playing all the time anyway, but maybe not have enough confidence to go and try out for an org. Maybe they don't have the awareness of the Rocket League scene, and so the fact that they're getting involved at a school level means that in a couple of years' time we're going to have some phenomenal Rocket League players. Not to say we don't have some now already on both sides playing here tonight, but in the rest of the divisions as well. Some of these teams highly experienced, and where they've proven themselves over years that they've got that skill, and they only seem to be getting better. Something like the XD Gaming Monarchy that they used to pull through over the last couple of years. How do you feel you're going to live up to some of the big names that have been around for a while?
Well, I feel on my side it's a bit too soon to say at this point in time, but we're hoping to at least leave our mark somewhere along the line.
And what a place to start. Well, I'm excited to get into the game. We do have here, guys, MLGC eSports versus ExPandas. If you're just joining us now, it's going to be a fantastic night of Rocket League. Best of 5 between these two teams. Don't go anywhere. We'll be into the lobby in just a second. Right, so we're jumping back into this. We still, yep.
100%, 100%.
Fantastic. We've got our two teams joined onto their sides. MLGC eSports Atomic taking on ExPandas. I'm going to call them Atomic from now on because of the fact that you have an entire org. So Atomic looking to start this off. Casper going into the air, and they're already putting on a bit of an aggressive showing here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's how they've always like started like trying to suss out what their team's defense is like. That's what I've noticed with these boys. And then they'll basically like start decision making on how they're going to approach this whole match. I mean, they talk to each other. They plan their strategies while in the game.
Some nice aerial play coming out here from ExPandas, though, just showing that they are here to win as well. Managing to get some aerial plays. A lot of the possession going towards the way of Atomic so far, but a drop out into the center means that there's some momentum now building for ExPandas. They can start making an attempt themselves. The ball goes in front of the net, but the demo on Moth manages to shut that down quickly enough.
I see. Sorry.
Pego now looking for an attempt himself. Gold Ninja trying to find Ranger range there in the back line. Doesn't manage to find him. Gets turned over again. Still a nice bit of contention coming out here. Casper trying to find Echo in the air. The two of them going together, and so poking and prodding from both teams so far. Oh, this could be an opportunity though. Pego sets it up. It's still going to be building for the blue team. Here, Atomic looking to turn this around. They've still got full control over this. Now turning it around.
Yeah, I see that it feels like they're like just trying to spot some weaknesses amongst each other. See where they can maybe like sneak a goal in or sneak a pass in some way so they can secure a goal or something.
And this is where it starts to become important, because those poking and proddings can leave people just slightly out of position, maybe a little bit boost starved. And if you don't keep your mentality going the whole time, maybe one slight positioning can turn into a big play if the other team manages to get the passes together. And that's what it's going to be Atomic looking to do right now, but so far managing to keep the ball pretty well in their side. Moth doing a good job here. Moth tries to find the center. Echo is up for the save. It's still a good attack here from ExPandas. There's another shot coming in. Both Pego and Casper going up for that, and Gold Ninja looking to carry on this aggression. Goes for the aerial dribble. Tries to drop it down to his teammate. Going to have to be defended away by Atomic. Now we see Moth coming in from the side. Casper going to be able to just shut down this and turn around the pressure a little bit more towards his side.
Yeah, some very close calls over there from forcing a double commit off of Atomic's side.
And again, neither team managing to find the back of the net just yet. Still both looking for that first goal. Good demo comes out from Pego, and well timed with the rest of his team's attack. It gives Casper a little space, but he pops it straight out to Moth, who beats one. Goes up for the aerial dribble, drops it down to Pego though. Ranger Rage going to be looking for this, and the demo comes out to shut down that offense.
I see Atomic is actually using their demos and stuff quite well as well. Using it when it's like, to me it seems that they're like making those demos where it counts the most, either to stop an attack or something.
Yeah, you know, that is the most important time to try it. Moth finds the backboard here. It's going to drop down towards the center. Ranger Rage was there with the shot, but defended out. It's still going to be going. Moth looking for the double touch. The double commit in their side, though, means that that's the end of their attack. And now it's Ranger Rage looking for the last defense. Does a good job at just controlling his pacing there. And this drops down towards the center. Pego's going to be trying to find this on the wall. He is going to find it. It's going to be our first goal. Atomic takes the lead.
What a beautiful shot as well. Straight. What a very good read off the back wall as well. It's just unfortunate that Moth wasn't able to get there in time to get it clear.
That was critical. But ever since they got that 50 in the center, Pego just realized that they've got the positioning advantage. They got the man advantage. And so he can throw himself up at it. And even if you're not making those every time, any time that you can make a shot like that, a backboard read, you've just given your team such an advantage and such a powerful position. Now a double commit comes out. Moth has actually dropped it down in front of the net. Can someone from the orange team follow it up? Casper going to just shut it down into the corner and turn it around for his team.
Yeah, he actually had a beautiful 50 as well over there. Just getting a good read.
Echo looks towards the center now. Yopego going to pop it up. It's a very high ball. Rangarage meets it on the wall. Going to be dropping it down. And a little bit of passing play attempted now by ExPandas. Weakasper going to push it up into the corner and still going to stick around. That's a not a great hit from... oh no, Gold Ninja dropping up for that. Opens up the opportunity. Weakasper going to find the top of the crossbar and puts it in after that foul play in the center.
Yeah, you see, I think Atomic has maybe found that they need to make more use of the backboard players over there as well. I've known Atomic, especially when I used to play against them. They would just bang it off the back wall all the time. It was difficult.
It's such a good play because it relies on such heads-up positioning from the defensive team. They need to have a couple of people. And it means that if you're controlling the pace of the play and can find that backboard consistently when the other team is pushed up, it means that there's very little that they can do about it. When you can read the backboard reads as consistently as these guys, it's opportunity after opportunity for your team.
Definitely, but it is still quite a close game. I mean, only 2-0 up, but I think Atomic has definitely had the... So I was just watching this part, yeah. But there's game 1 to Atomic.
Atomic doing very well here, showing some high-level mechanics, as you'd expect of the 2 grand champions in this team. Doing very well. Rangarage, of course, also a GC in this game. But the mechanical difference coming out from the 2 teams, you know, we saw a couple of overcommits there from ExPandas into a bad position. You know, some clears that didn't quite get as far as they needed to. And the turnaround pressure coming out from Atomic because of their consistent plays means that they take our first game of this best of 5.
100%. I mean, they've been training to be a little bit faster in team plays, especially to capitalize on many mistakes that their opponents do make.
What a way to do it. So a nice feeling out of the first game. Still feeling good. Any score predictions now that you've seen the teams at work?
Well, basically, since the first game was quite close, it wouldn't surprise me if ExPandas do finally get their comfort zone and actually start giving Atomic a bit more of a run for their money.
Right. So about a 3-1?
I would think maybe 2-1.
Well, I mean, in the overall series, the best of 5.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, my bad. I would probably say 3-1. Yeah.
3-1. All right, let's give this a chance. Atomic, your bar has been set, and what a way to start it off. Echo's going to be trying to find the top there. Weakasper helping him out off the wall there. Now Yopego left in the back, but he's done a good enough job of shadowing across the field there. This is going to be a backboard read, but Echo up for this one. Moth's going to be able to put in a shot. Goes off the sidewall instead, looking for the pass towards the center. Nice defense by Weakasper. Means it goes down to the other side of the field. Yopego doesn't manage to get any boost. In fact, disconnected. Is that me?
No, I think the game's still going here. Have you DC?
Am I dead?
It seems you have left the party, Ulturism. You're leaving early already.
Okay.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get Ulturism back in here.
There we go. Whoops, sorry about that. Don't know why, the whole internet just died. How are we doing?
So far, still pretty close. It's back and forth at this point in time. Both teams giving away possession in crucial moments, not exactly holding on to it like they should. But
Possession.
Atomic still putting on a lot of pressure onto ExPandas.
Alright, so still a goalless game as we go here, 2 minutes into the second game here. You did say that this was going to be close, and what a way to start it off here. We did see Atomic just managing to draw first blood in that last one. It's going to be up to that possession that you talked about, the ability to control the ball and beat 1, maybe 2 people at the same time. Just gives your team all the value without taking yourself out of the game. But not managing to find anything with it. There, Rangarage trying to find it towards the center. Gold Ninja's up for this. He is above the backboard. He's going to be able to drop it straight down. It's going to be a horrible bounce for Moth. He's going to be shooting it over the crossbar there. And I think a lucky save coming out for MLGC Atomic.
Yeah, I was very fortunate because it was also a very unfortunate bounce for Moth over there. I don't think he was quite ready for that. But if it probably bounced in his favor, you definitely would have buried it in the back of that net.
So a nice bit of life coming out for them, and they are still dictating the pace of this game now. We see Moth going up for this as well, and I think that's where their weakness is starting to lie. It's just their passing plays, maybe their hits not as clean as they want them to be, but still managing to put on a good showing here. Good communication from the two of them coming out there. Ranger Rage is on the wall. He does put the shot in. Echo pre-jumps that and manages to read that perfectly, but a great attempt so far from ExPandas.
It's very close defense over there. But Echo has actually been very solid in his defense recently, I've seen. Although the previous matches that they have had were against, I would say, relatively new teams on the scene. So it was a bit coming up against, as you say, the veteran teams, as we spoke about earlier. It can be a bit tough. And our veteran teams like to play around.
Well, so far, both of these teams holding steady as we go towards the last minute now. Definitely been more life shown by ExPandas in this game. MLGC not managing to control it as much as possible. Echo there following up from Yopego's pass off the ceiling there, nearly finding the back of the net. That could have been the opportunity that they needed. Now's a bit of a counter attack coming out. Echo's going to be looking. He's on the wall. He can get a nice pass towards the center. It is going to bounce out nicely. Yopego's up. Yopego tries to find the top there. Moth is there. Wee Casper following up with a shot. And out of 3 shots, none of them find the back of the net here for MLGC Atomic.
That was actually a fantastic read from Moth on the back wall there. You see, I think they've probably learned from the previous match, like where Atomic, where to watch out for where Atomic is actually going to make the most of their plays.
Oh, Echo manages to get the doink on that, trying to get it over Moth, but he jumps high enough. Moth, like you say, having such great game sense to know where the shot's going to be coming in from and managing to defend it out as we go through. This is nearly an overtime in our second game, goalless overtime, but there is one more attempt here for Atomic. They're going to try for this. It pinches up straight into there. Wee Casper's up. So is Gold Ninja. Yopego going to try and maybe shut this down. Puts it towards the center. Going to find Moth there. Moth going to not be able to keep it up. And we go into our first overtime.
Here we go. You see, just as I thought, ExPandas was going to get comfortable, find their footing, and get their communication up. And now they're actually... Oh,
Moth gets it! The stunned silence there. Moth managing to pre-jump that and get just a little bit higher. Beautiful little spin at the end. And manages to pinch it off the ceiling into the top there. ExPandas bring it back and level up the series 1-1.
Fantastic, actually.
Okay, so Atomic has proven that they've got the skills and try to find the opening, but ExPandas also showing that they were a lot more aggressive in this game, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, like they got comfortable. TSG, you see, I'm also saying from TSG. Atomic, not respecting them that much to a point where they just kept they returned the pressure onto Atomic, and then obviously have just lost game 2. Well, game 2 to ExPandas.
Right, so we've leveled up the series. Now it basically becomes a best of 3. I think ExPandas is going to be looking to ride this momentum, has figured out that their slightly faster playstyle allows them to play the shots, getting a lot more passing plays towards each other. Weed Casper going to go into the air, but doesn't actually find it. It's going to bounce off the backboard for the blue team. And they're lucky to get away with that. ExPandas definitely still looking to be aggressive here. We see Ranger Rage taking it up on the air. Gold Ninja kills it in the corner and buys this team a lot of time. Moth going to be taking this up high now. No one from MLGC Atomic wanting to dedicate to that. It's going to drop down now. Just a little bit of play against this wall, and a nice shot from the center comes in. In fact, that's going to be enough. Echo tried to come across for the fake, and it worked. First goal goes to Atomic.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate communication over there. They weren't focused on where the other players were. Just to pop it off the wall, trying to keep possession, trying to pass it to his teammate, and then it was just that Wee Casper was faster at that point.
And that's the problem. If you're not controlling the pace of the play and the other team is faster than you and trying to play a reactive play, you're just going to lose out. Yopego now takes a shot looking for an extra goal there. Gold Ninja doing a good bit of defense. Wee Casper gets a good pinch towards the center, but a good clear all the way down to the other side. means that it's going to go back towards Atomic. They've got weakasper on the wall. He doesn't have a lot of boost. Going for the ceiling shot. Gets a pass off the backboard, and the miss comes out there from weakasper. Sorry, Yopego.
That was very unfortunate. I'm actually quite surprised on the small misses that they're making when it counts the most. I mean, it's just right in front of the goals. I think it's just excitement that just happens.
Sometimes, you know what they say, those open goals are the hardest ones to hit.
Definitely.
In my opinion, anyway. But again, good communication coming out there. Echo backing up weakasper, going in fact for the bump. And the double commit there on defense means Yopego can come slot in a completely stationary ball.
See, Echo is going straight for a demo to try and clear the way for weakasper just to carry it straight into the net. But ended up missing. But it forced a double commit on their side.
You know, even just a little bit of a distraction means that maybe one player hesitates and they end up just reading each other's body language wrong, and it opens up that opportunity. So again, we see Atomic. This is much more in the position that they would have liked to have been in that last game. Fought hard, but now they've got a comfortable 2-goal lead.
Yeah, definitely. I think they finally started like realizing, okay, well, ExPandas, we mustn't misunderestimate our the team that we're playing against. We actually have to stay focused.
And what a passing play. That's the sort of stuff that's beautiful in team montages. weakasper gets such a nice flick so high in the air. Moth's still trying to rotate back. And just because of the speed of that combination, Moth wasn't able to rotate around in time. And Atomic extend their lead even further.
Yeah, definitely. I think Atomic is it's as if they have to prove a point at some point, yeah. It's like as if they want to try now, actually putting...
Oh, no.
Oh, my.
Okay, that's not a goal that should be on this sort of level of stage. We see just that bounce off the corner, throwing out the last orange player. And I mean, it was a good attempt. It was definitely the right shot to go for, but
yeah,
side flips happen.
I mean, I'm not the greatest player, nowhere near these guys' skill, but like sometimes I find it's interesting to see that like even these guys can misread these kind of wall bounces.
Even the best make mistakes. It happens. So probably not going to be the definitive goal here in these two. Still a nice bit of fight coming out from ExPandas, taking a shot there, putting it slightly wide. And probably going to be wanting to look to put a couple more of those, secure them in the back of the net. Every game they've had their opportunities, but not managing to make them count when they've done all the work to get it to there. Whereas MLGC eSports, Atomic, they're doing everything that they need to finish off the goals.
Well, they seem to have, what it looks like to me is they have great communication. They're not making as many double commits as they have. I mean, there's an example there, Yopego telling Echo, look, I can get this one.
Yeah. You know, you don't often see people this close together and you think, oh, that's pretty bad positioning. But they're going past each other at such speeds that they're actually not staying in the same place for any amount of time. And it means that they can get those fluid rotations at any stage, covering each other. Yopego picks this up nicely, turns around for the flick, meets the uprights, and almost an out-of-nowhere goal.
That was actually very close. Good control as well on the ground when he caught the ball and just decided to completely turn around. And there's a goal right there.
I love that jump from the side wall here by weakasper going, yeah, you know what, I'll be there to totally knock it in. Wasn't going to steal that at all.
Well, to be honest, weakasper, he's a menace when it comes to trying to steal goals.
Is this a common thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I get when I sit in their team chats and they're just like, "So he's stealing my goal," and they're getting upset with each other.
I hope it's good-natured rivalry. That sort of bonding experience makes things great for a team. That's the stuff you sit and laugh about. And this could be an opportunity actually for ExPandas. It goes up very high, but Yopego having the presence of mind to waste the boost tank and get that second touch on it just stalls it out for the team. But ExPandas, minute left, probably going to be looking for some sort of consolation goal just to try and get that momentum back. They looked good after the last game, but not looking the same cohesive force that they were last time. Oh, Echo, can he get this? Can he get this? Oh, nearly finds the angle. Instead, it's going to be dropping down to Yopego. But Echo nearly had that himself.
Yeah, I think ExPandas thought that it was going to go straight down, which completely threw them off into a bounce, and Yopego just came in and finished.
Great attempt. And that's where Atomic is doing really well, is when they get themselves a shot, they give themselves 3 attempts at it. They work through it and they beat their oppositions to the point where they actually get the opportunities for everyone to take a shot or at least be involved in the play if needed.
Looks like we have 2 players on the field here on the ExPandas side. Oh no, Rangarage is there. He seems to be sitting still in the middle of the field.
He may have disconnected. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Thankfully, with 10 seconds left of this game, he's going to have some time to get back. We Casper adding injury and then Echo nailing it in.
Absolutely no mercy.
No mercy.
I wonder if he's gonna. You think he's gonna come back?
Yeah, we can give it up to 5 minutes for the game to see if we can get him back in. Maybe now's a good time to go to an ad break or just a quick break, guys. Go get some water. We're gonna see if we can get Rangarage. Rangarage is talking. Hang on. There may be. If he ready's up here, then we're fine to go, I think. There we go. All right. We can just carry on going. Instead, the victory goes to MLGC Atomic, managing to take their second game here in quite a convincing fashion. 6.5 goals, if you want to round it up.
All right, sounds like we can continue.
Yeah, looks like it. So yeah, Atomic, 1 game away from winning this against ExPandas. ExPandas looking on the verge of losing their winning streak and losing that undefeated title. One of these teams has to, as we go here into game 4. There's still time for ExPandas to come back, though.
Well, in all fairness, even if ExPandas or Atomic even loses this series, based off how we think, I'm sure they will both end up in Prem, so it's not the end of VS with these guys versing each other.
Definitely not the end of the world for them. There is a lot of time to still, even if you do drop down to the lower divs, there's time to work your way back up. Very, very easily, in fact, if you win. So ExPandas, though, going to be looking to avoid that. And what a way to start with a goal already. Oh, and the second one, shot comes straight out. Again, this is the aggression I like to see from ExPandas. They're going in the air. Rangarage doesn't have a lot, but he does find the backboard. No one following up close enough. Moth going to have to turn away from the boost. Oh, nearly cost him as well there.
That was actually a very close goal there too. He was almost sent it in, but he got just that lucky touch just to send it straight out, pinching it straight off the post as well.
And pass will start coming out. Yopego actually reading that towards the center, but a good read from Gold Ninja. Manages to keep that out. Moth doesn't have a lot of boost, but flicks very, very well, very high into the air, onto the backboard. Casper going to have to do something with that. Doesn't get a huge clear out, but the pass to Yopego means that he's able to help his teammate out. Still ExPandas holding on to this 1-goal lead, but a chance for Atomic now to mount something of their own.
Definitely. I think ExPandas are out here for vengeance from game 2.
It's what we like to see in the Rocket League community, is 2 teams fighting with everything that they got. The second chance here, Rangarage reads his own pass perfectly there. What a nice bit of team play for them to come through with this.
Definitely change something just in this, what should we say, 30 seconds before the next match starts?
Secretly, Rangarage disconnected so that he could swap in a pro at this stage, because that was a great read from them. ExPandas taking 2 goals now in this game. Casper pushing it towards the center, but a good turnaround from Gold Ninja means that he and Moth can start trying to make it clear together. Rangarage a little bit too far out means that he can't turn that into a clear, but does find the pass to Moth. Casper now going to look for his teammate. Echo's going for the demos again, but doesn't manage to find anyone. Instead, it's going to be up to Yopego, who doesn't pinch this well. Turnover possession here.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to have to see maybe an actual comeback from ExPandas over here. Maybe pushing it into a 5-game series.
Oh man, I always do enjoy a 5-game series. After our games, we did expect to see a 3-1, so ExPandas looking to prove us wrong as commentators, as players always do. It's fantastic. I love it. Just the stuff that they pull out, always surprising as this ball now trickles across the net. So far, it looks like with the 2-goal lead, ExPandas managing to hold on so far. But still time in the bank, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. See, yeah, Casper always, he gets his reads quite well, I've seen, off the backboard. I've ended up in custom matches against this guy, and like, he just toys with me at this point.
It's just that practice over and over, getting that right mechanic and learning how to read those. It's beautiful. Now we see Opego playing very unselfishly. That touch from Echo finds him all the way down the pitch.
It was actually a very good touch too. Just getting that small little touch just to send it maybe over Ranger Rage.
Yeah, Ranger Rage was completely in position, but how late that touch was from Echo was beautiful. It meant that he couldn't read it at all and had to try and react. And really nice heads-up play there. Echo just realizing it, and Opego with that sense to not take it themselves. You know, so many people want to air dribble it from that stage, but he just realizes, hang on, I'm last back. If I just send it up, now an attempt again from Wee Casper this time to try and level up the score. So a good amount of life, and I'm gone again.
You keep disappearing from us, Ulturism.
Alright, I seem to be back. I can hear you now. Still disconnected from the game.
We have Opego. Echo. Oh, Echo just finishes it. What a perfect touch as well. You see, they did another one of those attack in threes. Opego just flying straight past it, giving a fake, throwing Ranger and Moss straight off, because Moss was waiting on the back wall. Do you need me to send you an invite?
I can join party.
Ranger Rage taking a shot. Wee Casper in 15. Opego gonna carry it upfield now.
Nice challenge by Moth, opens this up. This could actually be a touch. Ranger Rage tries to find Moth in the air. Moth puts it down towards the center. There are two blue bodies there. And Gold Ninja not able to do anything just yet with it. Tries for the backboard shot, but well defended out here by the blue team. Still the 50-50 goes in the way of ExPandas. ExPandas going to push towards the center. Moth is waiting there. He tries to pull it back towards Gold Ninja. They're not looking to get rid of any part of this attack yet. Managed to take out Opego as well. This one pops off the wall very nicely. Ranger Rage looking for the shot there. It's still the offense continues. Echo manages to turn it around, gets a good flick down towards the other side of the field. Could open up an opportunity here for them. Echo is waiting. He's long. He's managed to hit these before. He gets the touch, but it goes wide on the goals. Unfortunately for him, a good attempt there to seal this game. But Opego now going to be looking for this. The dunk! Ranger Rage!
Beautiful read from Ranger Rage as well, just to secure that dunk. And nobody's ready. They're all looking for boost, and it just slowly goes straight into the...
Didn't need to get a good touch. He just needed to get as much behind that ball as possible and hit it in a vague direction towards the goals. And saw that Opego looked for that extra bit of time and not managing to find it yet. So it looks like we could turn this around. And with another one, Gold Ninja this time coming through to secure a two-goal lead.
That was actually beautiful. Very good play from them. Put it straight into the bottom left corner.
ExPandas taking advantage of the opportunities that they're creating. You know, something like a 50-50 going your way, it just needs to be timed right. And they can manage to do something with it. Wee Casper are going to be dropping it down. Opego has had to get up very high because of the speed of that bounce. And now it's going to be Echo's last chance to do something. This goes.
That previous goal that ExPandas managed to get, I mean, I think it also just comes down to how you break out of the kickoff as well.
Yeah, 100%. That second one was just that confidence to go for that ball. And the way it popped out there was just beautifully read and finished quickly. You know, everyone's kind of distracted doing their own thing. Can I see if Wee Casper can get a consolation goal here? Nope. Denied.
Close. Unfortunately, it just rolled off his back and they didn't really get the flick he wanted.
And we have a game 5. This is exciting. Right, so Atomic definitely not taking this easily. They took the last game very, very convincingly, but ExPandas taking every opportunity there and splitting it quite evenly between the team. Everyone carrying their weight really nicely.
I think Opego seems to be not with us. Maybe he's just changing his car. They seem to do this.
Everyone has that special car to them that they go, right, this is my try-hard car. I can do weird stuff. You know, maybe it's just that the angles are not feeling right or the chip is slightly different and you're not able to get under it. Maybe the wall play is slightly different for the different cars. I get it. So let's see if he can come back.
But definitely, what a good match from ExPandas side coming in to secure that one 4-2. I mean, you see, I think Atomic just gave them too much space, and then ExPandas just saw those openings, and they were just like, okay, hey, look here, we're gonna take them.
Yeah, 100%. That difference in mindset there. The dunk on your Pego was a good example of that. When you feel like you're under pressure as a defense, as the last man back, you kind of push it to the corners. You feel like you have to hit it quite quickly, even if it's not the best shot you can take. You got to do something with it to just alleviate that pressure. And instead, just thought, you know what? I've got the time. I'm going to wait for it to bounce and get a nice power shot to the other side of the field. And Rango Rage came through and went, I'm not giving you that time, and you're underestimating how fast I can get to you, and pounced on him at that stage. And that's the opportunities that you create for yourself because of the difference in mindset of the other players.
For some reason, we all got booted out of this match, so I'm just quickly getting it straight back in here. Apologies for that.
We should have everyone in here. Just waiting on ExPandas to join.
ExPandas are joining?
Right, there we go. And we're here for our Game 5, guys. This is VS Gaming, the Championship Series. We have our Rocket League first leg open. This is the group stages, and these are the top 2 teams here in Pool B fighting it out. So far, both of them undefeated. And what a way to lose your winning streak here, but by a 5-game series.
Well, definitely, I think the nerves are going to start getting to the players here. But Casper just comes straight in and sinks another goal in there early in the match as well, just to get Atomic straight in the lead.
Look how long he takes on the shot. He slows his car down before jumping to reduce his momentum, and then spins in the air to slow it down even further and places it perfectly once he's figured out where the defenders are going to be. That was a great heads up, very advanced game sense play there coming out, combined with some nice mechanics, means a good opening goal here for MLGC Atomic. And that demo could prove costly. Casper finds that very high in the air. Moth gonna have to try something and not managing to do enough.
That was very unfortunate on Moth's side. I think he was in position. He could have actually saved that. It was just touched the top there. Just a bit too high.
Maybe underestimating the bounce slightly there, where
just a little bit.
You had to jump slightly earlier and just get up that extra little bit of height. But I think Atomic will be quite happy when they can take an opportunity like that. Now, as we still see ExPandas trying their own, they've got a shot towards it, but it's too soft. Echo's got the time to rotate back, and now going to try to turn it around. Gets a good touch over the top. Going to find Gold Ninja on the ground, though, and Gold Ninja with very little boost has to try something here.
That was actually very close as from that one. Rango Rage almost getting that goal there. It just wasn't hard enough. Almost sneaking it straight in, but I think he got one of those like very slight touches where it just slows the ball down completely.
Definitely the opportunities coming out for both teams here. Echo now got a shot towards goal. He's got 2 defenders there, so he won't be able to get it through. And Moth has made a good enough clear that he can start turning this into an offensive opportunity. The ground pinch from both of the players puts it towards the goals. Casper managing to knock that out, though, and Echo leaving this for Yopego. Moth wanting to keep this pressure up. It's going to drop towards the center. An orange player's got to it first. Rango Rage not managing to get the goals, and Moth actually going to be the last man back now. The combination with that demo opening up opportunities here for Atomic to extend their lead.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. And I see Moth didn't read the bounce again as well. They just gave Casper and Echo the space.
Well, there was a little pop at the end that certainly helped it out. Casper managing to make that open. Casper's up in the air now. He's got a second touch on this, but it is Rango Rage managing to get up, but there's no one back. The first save was exactly what was needed, but the second save just wasn't there.
Yeah, the team pushing up quite high over there just because they see, and then they see that the players like progressing forward. They want to get into attack. They want to put the pressure onto Atomic, but it's just one of those lucky 50s, or they just give the ball away just a little bit, and then Atomic capitalizes on it. But now your team's all the way up, and Gold Ninja securing the goal top right corner.
Wow, you know, reading off a corner bounce is hard enough. Gold Ninja managing to get that angle as well and get his car upside down so that he hits it with that front corner. Beautiful shot from there. That is an extremely high level play from ExPandas. And the scoreline doesn't reflect the state of these two teams fighting it out, I think.
No, definitely. ExPandas are playing very well tonight. I mean, we were straight into game 5. I mean, it's not like a complete whitewash of a cricket scoreline, as I've heard people say.
Yeah, Pega now managing to get it in. Again, now Moth has an opportunity. Takes it high. Is going to be able to get the second touch. Going to be a desperate save. Gold Ninja's there with the follow-up shot. Puts it a little high. Draws out your Pega. And we Casper going to try and slow this down. Does manage to pick up the boost and going to take it in the air. Gets off the ceiling. Has the flip reset. Going to try for another one. Not managing to stay behind the ball. But the shot from your Pego. Nail in the coffin here at the end of the 5th game.
It was definitely a good attempt from Casper. We didn't read the ball just enough. Or he was actually trying to go for a fake there. I mean, you know, sometimes when we miss and we call it, it was actually a fake in a sense.
If it works, then it was definitely a fake. So, you know what? He could have actually pulled that off. With that flip reset, if he had gone past the ball and seen someone coming for the block, he could have very easily flipped into that person and opened up a ridiculously amazing highlight. But not managing to get it out this time.
Very lucky that we have here Atomic putting a lot of pressure. See, they go one by one, setting up midfield, not even giving ExPandas any space.
Ooh, but a nice passing play there actually opens up the length of the field. That's the risk you run when you're putting everyone up high, is that if they can clear the ball over you, you're left with no one back. And if it's a decent shot, you can be in a lot of trouble very quickly. So good attempt by ExPandas to execute that, but not managing to get it just yet. Moth going to be looking for the flick over the top. Does manage to beat one. Wee Casper sitting at the defense now, and very high ball and an important save coming out there. Very high. Wee Casper finding the top there, and a bit of ping pong actually turns in the possession here of ExPandas, but it gives another opportunity for Atomic to score here. Moth actually looking for a high shot. This could be in.
Perfect. As you were saying as well, just pushing your players up too high, and then you need that one perfect clear straight from their side of the field, and it goes flying right over your head straight into the goal.
These days with team pinches and cook-sip pinches and stuff like that, you really can get some weird bounces that go your way and get a lot of power very, very quickly. So getting those clears can be very unpredictable. Still, Atomic looking in a comfortable position with the last minute ticking down now. ExPandas have a lot of work to do, and so they're going to have to try bring something out here to at least get an overtime here in our last game.
But I do see ExPandas do have a player that does at least go a little far back just to provide that extra support in case Atomic does get a nice 50 or gets a possession and pushes the ball upfield.
See, that's the thing, is that might have been what's costing them the whole time, and that can't be what their mentality is now. The idea for ExPandas is they have to score as many goals as possible very quickly and just hope the other team doesn't score any goals. You can't be affording to half commit to any sort of attack. You need to be timing it perfectly and then attacking with everything you got to try get something in the back of the net now. And they haven't managed to do it yet. As we count down to the final 10 seconds, it is going to be ExPandas dropping their first loss here to MLGC Atomic eSports, taking their 7th in a row here in the VS Gaming Championship. And that is all she wrote.
Beautiful gameplay from both sides, though. 100%. ExPandas giving them definitely a run for their money. Not fighting back, not giving them that 3-0 or that 3-1 win at all.
It certainly shows you the level of these guys, and you can, considering we can expect to see ExPandas also going through this qualification phase into the Premier Division. Definitely going to be exciting to see what the rematch of this looks like when we get to that division. See how these teams fight out next time, whether they've learned how they've adapted their play styles and where they've grown to in a couple of months. That is us for the first game here, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Falcon, did you have a good time? Falcon?
Oh, my bad, sorry. I forget I'm on push to talk sometimes. Definitely, thanks so much for you coming and definitely leading this whole casting thing for me with this game. I mean, I know it was a very exciting game, definitely. Especially now, like I've never done casting in my life. So this is definitely a first time for me.
Chat, give some love to Falcon for his first cast. That was great. And guys, if you do want something like this, if you have a VS game that you want to get casted, if you have any sort of game that you think would be a good matchup in your pool or in your series, pop me a message on social media. I'm very happy to try and join into any of these things. Just let me know when you've got games that you would like casted. Falcon, of course, from your side with your team. Please, the more of this that we get to see, I think the happier the Rocket League community is going to be in general. Just getting to see the high levels of plays and see the story as it unfolds for the league.
We'll definitely keep you in the loop, my dude. I mean, I have 5 teams. I have plenty of games.
Well, guys, if you want to keep up to date, where can we follow all your league and orgs socials?
You definitely can follow. I have a nice little command here with the link that everybody can go to, which will take them straight to all our socials and including our website, which I keep updated regularly. But yeah, definitely. Everybody.
There we go, guys. To keep up to date with MLGC in totality and Team Atomic, that's the place to keep up to date with all their action and potentially see future games for them. If you want to see me casting any other games, guys, it's at Ulturism on social media. Go check out Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all of those good things. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next match. Falcon, any last thoughts that you want to say?
Very well played to both teams, especially ExPandas being able to pull it back even and give us an exciting series.
Yeah, ExPandas and Atomic, both teams to watch out for in the future. Both of them showing a lot of skill here tonight in every way. Good team cohesion, good communication, and a really good standard of Rocket League that we can be excited about seeing more of in the future. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you next time. Bye then.
Thank you very much. Cheers.